morning, student. Today we will study chapter 7. Today's topic is experiment with water. In this chapter we will try to understand how we can do experiment with water. There are various kinds of objects which are made of different materials like clothes, plastic bottles, soap, oil, chair, pen, pencil, shoes, iron nail, paper clips, paper, matchstick, plate, etc. If we immerse this object into the water, some may sink or float. For example, paper, wood, plastic bottles, matchstick, bamboo, ice, pencil, etc. are float on water, while paper clips, iron nail, stone, Coca-Cola can, etc. sink in the water. Why do some things float while some others sink? This mainly happens because of a phenomena known as buoyancy. Let us see an example to understand this. Suppose you throw a stone in the water. The stone goes deep into the water. On the other hand, if you throw a football in the water, you see that the football floats on the surface of the water. So, whenever any object is put into the water, the object will float or sink depends on the upward force exerted by the water. An upward force is applied by the water on any object floating on it, which is called as buoyancy. So here are two forces acting on the stone and football. One is gravitational pull, which acts in downward directions, and other is upthrust that acts in upwards directions. In this case, the density of football is less, while the density of stone is more. In case of stone, gravitational pull is more, and so the stone sinks in the water. Student, what do you understand by density? It is a physical property of matter, like how much an object occupies space, compactness, dense, and weight. Now let's see the density of salt water. Take a glass of tap water and put egg into a glass of water. You will notice that it will sink to the bottom. However, when you add enough salt to the water, the salt water solution density increases, resulting in floating of egg. Another good example is Dead Sea. It is situated between Jordan and Israel. Okay, in southwestern Asia, it is the saltiest of all sea. Interestingly, even if a person does not know how to swim, she would not drown in this sea because the water evaporates from the sea and leave behind massive amount of salt, making it so dense that people can float on top of it. Similarly, oil and sugar solution is more thicker or heavier than water. Now let's see solubility of some materials in water. Materials like sugar, salt, milk can be soluble or mixed with water, while oil, soil, chalk powder, iron nail are insoluble in water. Student, do you know we can reduce the amount of water by heating? When water is heated, it turns into water vapor called steam. So this process is called evaporation. Now Dandi March. This was a great march led by Mahatma Gandhiji. This incident took place in 1930. Gandhiji with several other people went on a long walk from Ahmedabad to the Dandi seashore in Gujarat to protest against British law that did not allow people to make salt for themselves. Students, do you know how salt is made? First, they dug shallow beds in the sand near the sea and collect water. When water dry in sun by the process of evaporation, the salt remains on the ground. So in this way, salt is obtained. Okay. Students, we have discussed all the important points from this chapter. I hope you understood very well. Thank you.